svima. Today we're going to have a look at number 1. Now, number 1 is a little bit different to the other numbers. It is more like an adjective. So it acts like an adjective. In saying that, it agrees with the noun. The ending will agree with the noun. So let's look at the nominative case. We have JEDAN. JEDAN is masculine. And just to refresh you, the nominative case has to do with the original gender of the noun. So, of course, we find that if we're looking for one sandwich, sandwich in Croatian does not end in a vowel, so it's masculine. So we'd have to say jedan sandwich. So number 1 would have to agree, end in a consonant, to agree with sandwich, which also ends in a consonant. So jedan sandwich would be one sandwich. So jedan is masculine. Jedna, feminine nominative, its nominative case is the subject case, and it ends in an A. And the adjective ends in A, and so does the noun. So we would say jedna, jedna žena, one woman, jedna žena. Or we could say jedna jablka, one apple. And then we have neuter, and neuter ends in, well, it ends in an O or an E. So we would say jedno. So if we were going to say one beer, we'd say jedno pivo. So let's go through them. Jedan sok, one juice. So if I'm in a cafe, I could say jedan sok, molim. Or torba. Torba is feminine. It ends in an A. So I could say jedna torba je na stolu. One bag is on the table. Or I could order a beer. Jedno pivo, molim. Now, the accusative case deals with a direct object. That's what the accusative case is about. Now, the good thing here is we have two distinctions in the accusative case masculine. We have non-living, so something that is inanimate is non-living. It doesn't have a heartbeat. So we would say jedan sok, just like we did in the nominative case. Jedan sok. I could say imam jedan sok. I have one juice. Or pijem jedan sok. I'm drinking one juice. So jedan sok stays the same. But in the masculine living, that is something that is masculine and that is alive, then it changes. The endings change. And so we have what I like to call an og, an og, for the adjective, and an a for the noun. So I tell my students, think of it this way: masculine living, accusative, og for the adjective, a for the noun. It's just a really easy way to quickly get to your case ending. So if I wanted to say I have one brother, I would say imam jednog brata. Or I could say I have one son. So sin in the nominative case is son. In the accusative living, it would become sina. Imam jednog sina. I have one son. Now, in the nominative case, we had jedna torba. But in the accusative case, when the bag becomes an object, let's say it's an object that I have, we will take the A's off the ending of jedna torba and we will replace them with a U or an U sound. So I could say imam jednu torbu. I have one bag. Or I could order a coffee. I could say jednu kavu, molim. One coffee, please. And the neuter, it just stays the same as it did in the nominative case, jedno pivo. So we could say želim jedan sok, I want one juice. We could simply say jedan sok, molim. Now the genitive case, or the genitive case in Croatian, the good thing here is the masculine and the neuter have the same endings. And just as we were discussing the accusative case living, the adjective ending in og and the noun ending in a, well, in the masculine and the neuter, in the genitive singular, we have og for the adjective whether something is living or not living, and we have an a for the noun. So both living and non-living in the masculine neuter singular will end in an og for the adjective and an a for the noun. So let's have a look at that in sentence form. Well, first of all, the genitive case, it deals with the origin, it deals with possession, it deals with quantity, and it has a lot of prepositions, a lot of little words like over, under, and in front of, which belong in this case. In fact, the majority of the prepositions, these little words, you will find them in this case, the genitive case. Nema is, of course, one of those. It means the absence of something. Let's have a look at the neuter endings here, using the genitive case in sentence form. Nema jednog piva u baru. There isn't one beer in the bar. That's what nema means. There isn't, or there aren't any. So nema jednog piva u baru. See what happened to jedno pivo from the nominative case and the accusative case? It becomes jednog piva og a. Let's take a masculine. So the masculine has the same ending as the neuter. So we've got pas in the nominative, it means dog. Well, in the genitive case and in the accusative living, because a dog is a living thing, it will become og a. So we will say nema jednog psa u vrtu. There isn't one dog in the garden. Okay? Now the feminine endings in the singular will have an e ending for the adjective and an e ending for the nouns. So I could say nema jedne žlice u kuchyni. There's not one spoon in the kitchen. See what happened to jedna žlica in the nominative case? It became jedne žlice. Nema jedne žlice u kuchyni. There's not one spoon in the kitchen. If we go to the locative case, masculine and neuter singular, they share the same endings. Now, the adjective is what I call an om, O-M, and the noun is a U ending or an U sound. So we've got om for the adjective, U for the noun in the masculine neuter singular locative. So how does that look? Well, we go into the nominative case. We've got JEDAN prijatelj, one friend, and it ends in a consonant here, so that tells us that the friend is masculine. And that will change to jednom prijatelju in the locative case. So let's have a look at how that is in sentence form. Razgovaramo, I'm talking. O, so this little O means about. So we use that in the locative case. We have to go into the locative case if we're going to say about. So razgovaramo o jednom prijatelju. So I'm speaking about one friend. See that u ending? Jednom prijatelju. Let's take a neuter noun, selo, which means the village. It's going to change to selu. Razgovaramo o jednom selu. We're talking about one village. Razgovaramo o we're talking about jednom selu, one village. Now, the feminine locative case, it ends in what I call the adjective an oj, an oj, and the noun ends in an I, which has an E sound in Croatian. So in the nominative case, let's take one school, jedna škola, okay, is going to change to U in jednoj školi, in one school. So I could say radim, I work, u jednoj školi, in one school. Or I could say živim, I live, živim u jednoj kući, I live in one house. So feminine locative singular, it takes oi in the adjective and this I, which has an E sound, in the noun, in the feminine locative noun singular. Now the dative case is exactly the same, has exactly the same endings as the locative case. So we have this om for the adjective and the masculine neuter singular, and we also have this u, this u, in the masculine and the neuter endings, singular endings, for dative and for locative. And the feminine, we just learnt that it has an oi for the adjective in the locative. Well, it's going to be the same in the dative, an oi for the adjective there, and we have an I which has an E sound for the dative nouns, so oi E. So let's take jedna, žena. In the nominative case, it's going to change to jednoj, ženi. Now, the locative and the dative are not the same. So a lot of people say, oh, yeah, they're just the same. No, they're not. They have the same endings, but they have a different job. There's a little bit of movement in the dative, and also the dative case is dealing with the recipient, somebody that receives something. All right, or if you're going to give something to someone, they then become the recipient. So let's have a look at a sentence. Dajem, I'm giving. Dajem jednoj ženi, I'm giving one woman. So this woman is becoming the recipient of what I'm giving. Dajem jednoj ženi kavu, I'm giving one woman an object, and that object happens to be coffee. Okay, so coffee stays in the accusative because it's an object, the object that the recipient, the woman, is getting. Or I could use the masculine, prijatelj, and I could say dajem jednom prijatelju, I'm giving one friend, that friend is male, kavu, coffee. So see the u there? Dajem jednom prijatelju kavu. I'm giving one friend coffee. So the friend is the recipient of the object, which is the coffee. So that's the dative case. Now, the instrumental case, well, that deals with the word with. And the word with is s in Croatian, and it's in this instrumental case. Yes, we also have with as sa, but that's if the adjective or the noun begins with sh. Okay, so we could say sa šunkom, or with ham, or s, which is cheese. Then we would have to say sa sirom, or ž, let's say žena, sa ženom, with a woman or with the wife. Or if we had z, so we could say ja jedem kruh sa zelenom salatom. I'm eating bread with a green salad, and green starts with z, so that means we would use sa instead of s. So the majority, of course, takes s. So the feminine, the adjective ends in what I call om, and the noun ends in om. So I tell my students, think of it as the instrumental singular, om. Om for adjective, om for noun. The masculine and neuter share the same endings. So the adjective takes an im, which is an im, and the noun takes an om. So I call that im-om. Om for feminine, im-om for masculine and neuter. It's just easier that way to remember the case endings. Okay, let's take om in the feminine, om for adjective, om for neuter. Razgovaram s jednom ženom. I'm talking with one woman. Or I could say jedem juhu, I'm eating soup, s jednom žlicom, with one spoon. See that om ending there? Let's take a masculine now. Pas is dog. It's going to become som. It's going to get an om. And of course, as we discussed earlier, the adjectives get an im, so it's im-om. So I could say shetam s jednim som. I'm strolling or I'm walking with one dog. Okay? Or I could say u vrtu sam, I'm in the garden, s jednim psom, with one dog. Okay, so I hope that this video was useful. I do recommend that you go over the last 3 videos that I've done because they're dealing with the singular, the nouns, and going through all their cases. And of course, if there's something that you don't understand, please put them by all means in the comments. And do like and subscribe if you find it useful. Thank you so much. Hvala vam, and bok everybody. Ciao.